Hi boys and girls. So last week we wrote our name in bubble letters and hopefully you got a design inside each of your letters. If you made your bubble letters big like this and you don't have any space around your name, I'm probably going to ask you today to do it again so that you'll have some area to do the ripple with. It'll just give you extra practice with bubble letters. Shouldn't take too long. So if that happened to you, remember, this is a quick review. To make quick bubble letters, you're just going to write your name. So I would write Mrs. Walker. And of course I'm pressing really light so you can barely see it, right? Because I know in a minute I'm going to bubble around it like this. I'm going to press harder on this because I know I'm going to trace these lines with the Sharpie or with just a black marker. You don't even really have to use a Sharpie, but you could use a Sharpie. And then we're going to erase the pencil lines that are inside here. So I'm going to erase all of these. After I've done the bubble around it, I'm going to erase the inside lines, and that'll give me my bubble letters. In case you did yours really big last week, which I noticed the last class, some of them to bubble around them. So if that happened to you, don't worry about it. You just get a little extra practice today. Just quickly rewrite your name in the middle of the paper. Not so big that it fills up the whole page, but kind of big because this art is all about your name. So we don't want it really tiny. Also, really tiny would make it hard to bubble around, okay? And once you're at this point, go ahead and trace it with the marker, black marker, whatever kind you have. Add your line designs inside each letter. And then the rest of us you should be at the point that everyone else is, and those people are going to take a marker. You're going to take your black marker and bubble around the whole word. So around your whole name, not just the letter M or the letter R. You're going to do a bubble around your entire name. So that means we're going to leave some white space between our name and the ripple of color that we're going to do. Okay, so there's my bubble around my name. Now to ripple, hopefully you've already talked about color schemes. We were supposed to. I'm going to use a warm color scheme. You can use any color scheme you want. If you want cool colors, you would probably, I need a purple to go with this, right? Or a dark blue and a purple. If I just want to use maybe I just really love these three colors, okay? That could be my color scheme. It could be red, orange, blue, red, orange, blue, okay? I'd like you to pick at least 3 colors. If you absolutely insist that you only like 2 colors, I could see doing it 2, but it's going to look better probably if you pick 3, okay? I'm thinking that I like these 3, so these are going to be my choice. Ooh, I think I might want green too. Okay, I'm going to actually do 4 colors. That's fine too. Maybe you want to do rainbow colors, and you're just going to start with the colors of the rainbow and work your way out, okay? I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with pink. Whatever order you decide to do these in, you got to stick with that order though, okay? I'm going to use pink first, and I'm going to bubble around my bubble. So I'm following a parallel line, and then I'm going to color this in. Now if you have the chunkier or thicker markers, mine is kind of skinny, so I'm having to do it this way. But if you have thicker markers, you won't even have to do this. You can just lay your marker kind of on the side, because bigger markers have a flat kind of they have a chisel side that's flat that you can make a wide line or a skinny line with. And those kind of actually save you a little bit of time if you're using that kind. But I'm going to do this. I'm just going to kind of bubble around. All right, so your goal is to figure out your color scheme and then start bubbling around so that it gives it this rippling effect of the colors just kind of rippling away from your name. Oh, when you're finished, check the back. Make sure you have your first name, last name, and class code on the back in pencil, not in marker, because we don't want it to bleed through. And then you're going to turn those in, and you can work on something else at the free draw table, okay? Or catch up on other work that you don't have done. Here we go.